It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence. They won all 4 games against this team last season. And what a beginning to the season. We've had some amazing plays, some huge games. Shaq, for the teams that have gotten out to a fast start, how do they go about maintaining that momentum?
Well, it's called PPM, Arnie. Perseverance, physically and mentally. Put your hands up, Arnie. Put your hands up, Kenny.
Okay.
Touch it.
All right.
Join hands. You just got to ride the wave and don't overthink it. Bring it back, Kenny. Oh, there you go. Ride the wave. Don't overthink. One last time. Ride the wave. There you go.
Oh,
Bring it back. Yeah.
And I think I get it.
Yeah.
I got it.
I call my hands.
What does that have to do with maintaining that momentum?
You got to ride the wave, Ernie.
Oh, okay.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Well, have you got something that doesn't require physical demonstration?
Well, I just say that your hands were very soft. I just want to say that. You do a good job of, moisturizing.
Moisturizing,
yeah,
yes.
You do.
And you know what it was? It was some of that Gold Bond. Man up, Ernie.
Oh, my goodness, man. Well, let's just keep improving and see what happens.
Let's go courtside. Kevin Harlan has the call.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
You know, Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown us thus far. I mean, it will be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season because they've got the potential to make some improvement.
And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. David, what do you have to say?
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And still, Chris, a lot of games left. Talk about the marathon of an 82-game season. Boy, it seems like a lot.
Man, you have to control your emotions. You have to control your energy. It is grueling. There's so many ups and downs of the seasons. There's so many momentum changes for you and for others that you have to keep a constant focus. And so 82 games, college, that's about 30 games. And so if you're a rookie, you're playing about 3 of those seasons. And even if you're a veteran, you're going to get tired right before All-Star break. So how do you manage your body? How do you recuperate? How do you keep focus on those tough, cold nights during the winter? That all takes part in becoming a great player.
Yeah, real balancing act for sure.
It is a balancing act. It's how do you figure out balancing your mind, balancing your focus, and then balancing your body, staying off your legs.
A look at the Magic starting group. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Simmons is out there with Payton, and it's Ross in at the small forward position. Gordon kicks to Payton. 4 on the clock. He can't get that one. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Well, the obvious solve is to go to the basket. I mean, there were some open lanes. They were just unwilling to take advantage of it.
That doesn't go either for Carter Williams. Simmons with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes to Lamb. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb.
An evolution to Lamb's game, putting the ball on the deck, taking it aggressively to the rack.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Now here's Simmons. 8 points his last outing. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Payton. Here's Carter Williams. Screen by Howard. Carter Williams kicks to Lamb. Baseline J on the way. That's good on the jump shot. Lamb's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's the thing about Lamb. The high release on his jump shot makes it difficult to defend.
And Simmons kicks to Ross. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Vucevic dishes to Payton. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Elfrid Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team.
No good on that one. And for Elfrid Payton, shooting has always been his Achilles heel.
Yeah, as a defender, passer, penetrator, I think he's solid. But shooting has become so important in our league right now. He needs that perimeter shot to really have a chance to get to the next level.
And the second free throw, good. Carter Williams with it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Batum against Ross. A shot by Batum, no good. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ross in the corner, and stolen by Howard. Fast break, here they come. Here's Lamb. Simmons pulls it in. Orlando trailing here. The feed now to Payton. Gordon with a screen on Carter Williams. Here's Payton. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Kaminsky sets the pick for Carter Williams. Dishes it to Lamb. Pass to Kaminsky. It's taken away by Payton. Outside, Simmons. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
That's good from Simmons.
Well, when you watch the Hornets play, they are very good at getting to the free throw line. They have a lot of players who can attack and draw contact. They get a lot of free points on offense that way.
Now here's Carter Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. That one good for 2.
Nice touch from mid-range. Carter Williams showing signs of improving his jump.
Now here's Simmons, covered by Lamb. Vucevic to the pass to Payton. Feeds to Simmons, to the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic, and Orlando again with the bucket. Hornets trail by 4. On the wing, Lamb. The pass to Howard. He kicks to Lamb. Down low, they double him with Vucevic. Howard dishes to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 3. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of his shooting.
Here's Ross, and Ross with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Howard with a screen on Payton. Screen by Howard. And a wide open look for Lamb. No good with the triple. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The dish to Payton. Back to Ross. Deflects the pass. From 18 feet away. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Looking now at some numbers for Kaminsky. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Gordon with the screen for Payton. Kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Simmons. Over Lamb. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Hornets trail by 8. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Payton outside. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Ross has got 6 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Well, Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking, man. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. And you can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love. It's all out of fun. And I don't remember, very honestly, anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that you just let it go after the game.
Oh, that's good. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And here is Monk. Pass to Zeller. Here's Bacon. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Bacon's got his first points of the night.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Gordon a screen. In the corner, Aflalo with it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Aflalo was once considered a lockdown defender, but Father Time has caught up to him, and he isn't quite as impactful as he once was on the defensive end. C. Webb still. He has worked on his offense to make sure he can still contribute to teams.
Well, Kevin, and as you said with Aflalo, he's more of a small role player at this point of his career, but he can still help you on offense. He does a good job of playing back to the basket. On smaller tools, he can stretch the floor and strong inside game for a shooting guard.
First free throw is good.
I'll tell you, Aflalo is just a valuable contributor. Wherever he goes, a deadly scorer, a lockdown perimeter defender, just a nice vet to have on your team.
He's off on the second. Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
He hits both from the stripe.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Gordon a screen. Mack the pass to Gordon. Back to Mack. Orlando moving the ball around. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now here's Zeller. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Now here's Ross. 6 points for him. Here's Mack. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Stone dishes to Williams. Williams a screen on Ross. Shoots from 12. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The younger brother of Tyler Zeller and former Suns big man Luke Zeller, Cody has a good chance to be the best of all 3.
And when you watch Cody Zeller on the floor, you just see how effective he is. He really plays the position well on both ends. He doesn't put up those huge numbers, but the change for his team is that he is so versatile and easy to plug in.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, last season the Hornets were so much more productive when Zeller was on the floor. He was crucial whenever they came away with the win.
And many fans will tell you that Zeller was the second most important player on the team last season. Not a big box score guy, but his value to a team is undeniable.
So he comes up empty at the line. Magic leading by 11. Hezonja kicks to Mack. He feeds it to Spates. Aflalo outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Charlotte calls timeout. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber. An opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
It's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
Here's Azania following the basket by Malik Monk. And finished off by Hazonia.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stone passes to Monk. Offline with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now here's Mack. D right on him. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Charlotte.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
First one falls for him. And the Hornets team that, while they have added rotation players via the draft, they haven't been able to draft a star to build around yet.
No, well, and with the Hornets, their best pick has been Kemba Walker back in 2011. I mean, they've traded away a lot of their picks right after making them. However, that might change as they lucked out with Monk falling to them.
And Mack drops them both. Hornets trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right block shot. Rebound by the Magic. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
No question. The officials were active, trying to keep control of the game that affected the substitution pattern.
Here's Bacon. There's a screen by Williams. Monk dishes to Williams. Charlotte no good that time either. The Magic leading by 16. Aflalo outside. Now here's Matt. Pass to Isaac. Here's the screen. Here's Spates. Can't convert after the good screen. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Magic lead by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion. You know, on the court, it's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has, to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
It's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Hazonia is out there with Isaac. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Mack in at the 1. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance, and he conceded they might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Spates sets a screen. Mack, good. Mack's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
And with Zeller, it is that efficiency with the ball that you really like about his game every season, Chris. He gets more and more comfortable helping carry the scoring load.
Well, Zeller does a good job of always having his hands ready and being in a position to score. He's great at finishing on those dump-off passes. He knows how to roll and finish strong.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Simmons checked in for the Magic. Payton comes in for Mack. And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. There's the screen. Screen by Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
And checking out the stats for Batum. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game. 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Spates the pass to Simmons. Back to Spates. Releases. Spates missing again.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Batum with the ball. Now Payton defending. Lets it go from 11. Here's Howard. Spates with the block. Simmons dishes to Payton. Over Lamb. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And for a guy that thin to absorb the contact and still knock it down, Lamb does have some metal to him. Now, Jeremy Lamb, I love his game. A very lengthy 2-guard out of UConn. Still developing as a player, but he has some great flashes at times. Not terribly consistent shooter, but he's crafty, and he can get buckets. He knows how to make the most of his length on D as well.
One shot, gentlemen.
And with Lamb mentioning his length as a guard, last season he went off with an incredible 17 rebounds. Remember that game? Those are numbers, Chris, even centers dream of putting up.
Yeah, Kevin, I do remember that game you're talking about with Lamb. A lot of those rebounds came from his activity near the paint on both ends of the floor. When he forces himself to be involved in the action, he's at his best.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess
For Orlando, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. That's good from Payton. And if you're running the Magic, Greg, what's the roadmap to contention?
Well, first and foremost, it's always going to have to start through the draft. I mean, you've got to be able to get core pieces there. And then you want to continue to add perimeter shooting and focus on developing your young talent based on the way the game is played today.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today, wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The 2 guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it, with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, other guys, but it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, you know, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me, and he can play the point guard. So the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Passes it to Hazania. Launches it. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Inside, and stolen by Payton. It's stolen by Lamb. Here's Carter Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Remarkable initiative from Carter Williams. He sprinted toward the cup that time and made the D get physical with him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Carter Williams.
Oh, well, when you go up against the Hornets, you know that they're going to battle you for rebounds. Great job of closing out possessions. They rarely get pushed around on the glass.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Spates. Gordon comes in for Isaac, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Mario Hezonja. Carter Williams hits them both. Hornets are a strong rebounding team, Chris. It makes sense when you look at this roster. A lot of strength at every position.
Oh, yeah. Well, and adding Dwight Howard can only help with that. Every time the shot goes up, he boxes out. He's not afraid to get into the paint and battle for position.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
So it's the Hornets now, after the Magic pick up 2. Offensive rebound. Here's Batum. No good on the shot.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And the jam by Ross.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Hornets trail by 14. Over in the corner, Batum. Batum with another miss.
His head doesn't look in the game right now. He can't seem to connect on any shot he takes out there.
The feed to Payton. Back to Simmons. Dishes to Ross. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Carter Williams. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gordon inside. Kaminsky's there. Here's Vucevic. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. That's a foul on Charlotte.
And you look at the post-up bangers who don't block shots at a high level. More and more we're seeing teams relegate them to that six-man role off the bench. It'll be interesting to see how that affects a guy like Vucevic who fits that description.
2 shots. Last on the first.
That one is off. Greg, why is it, do you think, that teams want those more floor-bound, post-up big men like Vucevic coming off the bench?
I think 2 things. First of all, their defensive shortcomings are less exposed playing against other reserves. Also, their ability to create offense on the block has more value with that second unit because that group tends to have their struggles in terms of scoring the basketball.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Payton kicks to Simmons. To the inside, out to Payton. Lets the 3 fly. Hornets with the rebound.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Batum, good.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Now here's Payton. Gordon a screen. Payton drives in. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Now Carter Williams feeds it to Howard. He kicks to Batum. Goes back up. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Kaminsky.
He's so intelligent around the rim. Kaminsky found a way to own that possession.
Gordon with a screen on Carter Williams. The 3. And it's Gordon missing. Charlotte shooting just 39% in the second quarter. And Batum kicks to Lamb. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
And they're pushing it up. Carter Williams with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Simmons on the wing. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Gordon, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Hornets trail by 11. Carter Williams with it. 6 points for him. Howard with a screen on Ross. Batum attacking. Tips it. Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Simmons passes to Vucevic. The dish to Payton. There's the pass to Gordon. Off the screen, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Here's Carter Williams after the Magic pick up 2. Here's Howard. Kaminsky in the corner. Here's the 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Kaminsky's got 5.
This guy is able to consistently knock down threes. Kaminsky is a tough cover on the perimeter, especially because if you close out too hard, he can counter by attacking you off the dribble.
Now here's Vucevic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
Now here's Lamb, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. Lamb dishes to Carter Williams. Down low. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Jeremy Lamb.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. They set the screen. Payton in the corner. Fires for three. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Kaminsky kicks to Lamb. Howard setting the pick for Lamb. They get it back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta. A team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
Kicks it to Spates. Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. Spates has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
Zeller, a screen on a Flalo. Howard kicks to Monk. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. At one point, they led by 16. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Pass to Isaac. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And Aaron Gordon, the athletic Aaron Gordon, playing much of last season at the small forward position during Serge Ibaka's short-lived stint in Orlando.
Yeah, and while he was excited to stretch his skill set, pretty clear it was a bad fit, especially in today's NBA. Gordon is a power forward, period. The Magic invested the 4th pick on him in that 14 draft, and they have to give him minutes at his natural position as his game continues to evolve.
Williams, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And both free throws good for Gordon. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Stone. Azania, he's checked in for Gordon. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Orlando leading by 11. And here is Mack. 6 points for him. To the paint, here's Spates. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Spates has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
Here's Stone. Picked by Zeller. To the wing right side. Clock at 4. Here's Monk. It could go, and that's not going to go. And so it's Orlando. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Charlotte. The buildings of downtown shining in the background. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen Jeremy Lamb having a Orlando leading by 13. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Kaminsky and Howard, the tall front line. Carter Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the three.
Well, yeah, Steve Clifford has done an amazing job here with the Hornets. One of the most underrated coaches in the league right now, and a big part of the Hornets' success. He's done a great job at maximizing the talents of his team.
The Magic have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Loop shots.
The first free throw is good. And with Steve Clifford, you wouldn't be surprised if he won a Coach of the Year award in the future. Chris, his peers around the league admire what he's been able to do.
Well, and the fact that the Hornets have been a perennial playoff threat under him is huge. For a long time before Clifford, the Hornets couldn't string together winning seasons. The change from then to now, under his watch, has been huge.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Carter Williams. Howard with this screen on Payton. Carter Williams, the pass to Howard. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
For Charlotte, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Free throw good, Howard. Magic leading by 12. Now here's Ross. He dishes it to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Vucevic has gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4, and finished off by Kaminsky.
When you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Well, Orlando shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Picked by Vucevic. And Simmons kicks to Ross. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Can't connect from short range.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, Kaminsky, one of the rare four-year players taken in the lottery. I mean, he's had some struggles finding his offense in NBA consistency. He needs to get a little bit stronger and a little bit more consistent in the shot.
One shot.
And with Frank Kaminsky out of Wisconsin, you knew his niche in the NBA would be as a stretch big man. Hard to be an impact player when you're struggling from outside, though.
Yeah, but Kaminsky is working on his defense. It's been a little tough for him to guard players inside. Players are still having his way with them, but he's shown that he's trying to get a lot better at protecting the rim.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now, Carter Williams. He has 6. There's a screen. And Batum kicks to Kaminsky. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. The free throw drops for Kaminsky.
Look, he's one of those rare bigs who can score from anywhere. Kaminsky hasn't been as good of a free throw shooter as one might expect.
Gordon with the screen for Payton. And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
The putback. They shoot again. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Dwight Howard.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton attacking. Pass to Vucevic. A beautiful reverse layup. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Carter Williams. Last season's performance for him averaged about 6 points a game last season, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
And he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Hornets trail by 12. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's the screen. Pass to Howard. Lamb dishes to Kaminsky. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gordon. He drains the turnaround jump shot. And that's 15 points for Frank Kaminsky.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Pick by Vucevic. Simmons passes to Vucevic. Simmons on the wing. Covered by Lamb. And Simmons kicks to Gordon. And good that time. Gordon's got 10 points in the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Carter Williams with it. He's got 6. Howard dishes to Batum. To the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Simmons. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Payton outside. Three-pointer. Payton can't get that one to fall.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And here is Lamb. 9 points in the game so far. Vucevic with the block.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Simmons passes to Ross. Back to Simmons. Over Lamb. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ross against Batum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Kaminsky misses. Orlando leading by 14. And that's going to be a travel. And we take a look here at the shot chart for Charlotte.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Hornets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Carter Williams kicks to Lamb. Howard with a screen on Simmons. Floats one up. Vucevic with the block. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Dwight Howard. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Simmons. Fires from 14. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And 11 points for Lamb.
Such a good in-between game. Lamb with the natural instincts for mid-range, plus the pure touch on the shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Pass to Isaac. Spates sets a screen. Mack, no luck. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Stone. He feeds it to Monk. Picked by Zeller. The 11-footer tries again, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night. Magic leading by 8. And Matt kicks to Hezonja. A 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Monk with the ball, now guarded by Aflalo. Williams dishes to Monk. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Stone, and that one drops for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Azania. Pass to Isaac. Here's Azania from 11 feet away.
You two players.
So it's the Hornets now. And here's Charlotte. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And the pass to Bacon. Picked by Williams. And there's the feed to Zeller. Shoots over Spates, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Magic leading by 6. Here's Azania. Now here's Matt. And there's a follow. That's good on the assist from Shelvin Mack. Mack's got 3 assists in the game. Dishes it to Williams. Stone kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Picked by Williams. Feeds it to Monk. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need. He has the physical and mental makeup to abuse defenders inside.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, of Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
Orlando leading by 10. Here's Mack. Rebound by Williams.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes but still get the wrong result. It's the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Mack kicks to Spates. Out to the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And Azania gets it to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Charlotte shooting it well here in the 3rd, about 50%. Pass to Bacon. Picked by Williams. Monk kicks to Stone. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. The shot by Monk is no good.
Now, he should heavily consider looking to his teammates as the game gets close. His shot just isn't falling.
Hazonia kicks to Mack. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. From down low. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Knocks it loose. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Goes up the baseline. Excellent D there from Aflalo.
His shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
Pass to Isaac. Mack dishes to Aflalo. Kicks it to Mack. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Spates. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Spates. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Monk. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Monk.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
35 seconds left to play in the third. Mack, the pass to Spates. Misses from close range. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Stone. 6 points for him. Picked by Zeller. Here's Monk. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
And the free throw, no good. Here's Mack, and the shot goes down. Mack's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for Orlando. He's playing defense with a huge chip on his shoulder. Blocks, steals, you name it. He's all over the place. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Playing for each other. You're scary good when you do it. What we've done to this point means nothing. We need a strong 4th quarter.
That's Frank Vogel giving his guys some praise, but much work left to be done here.
Yeah, I mean, he's reminding them why they're in this position right now. It's unselfish basketball, and it can take them the rest of the way.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Hezonja. Maurice Spates out there with Isaac. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And it's a Flalo in at the 2.
That's what you love about a follow. It's his leadership, his ability to find guys open in their spots. That's huge.
And Zeller kicks to Stone. Passes it to Bacon. Fades away. Off the left rim and out.
He had plenty of space to square up and take that easy shot, but I don't understand why he faded away there.
And Hezonja gets it to go.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Here's Stone. He's covered by Mack. Monk, no one around him, and he's good on the 3 ball.
He is really deadly from the perimeter. Even though he didn't make one in the first quarter, you still have to keep an eye on him.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them, I don't want us to be satisfied yet. We can congratulate ourselves later, after we win. Right now, we have to close this one out. He doesn't seem to think this one's over yet, Kevin.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
I mean, yeah, you can't break down. Not now. Defensively, at this point, I mean, you're already too far in the hole.
Carter Williams against Payton. Takes a three. Charlotte getting another chance here. Vucevic with the block, and he recovers it. Lamb, good.
He spots up so well off the ball. Lamb, an excellent all-around jump shooter.
Payton against Carter Williams. Kicks it out to Gordon. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. On defense, Orlando. And they call an illegal screen here.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Payton kicks to Simmons. There's the dish to Vucevic. There's the pick. Kicks it out to Gordon. The 15-footer. Gordon with another miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Ross. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Hornets trail by 11. Carter Williams dishes to Howard. Back to Carter Williams. Kaminsky in the corner for the three. Simmons pulls it in.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Oh!
That athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. A shot by Kaminsky, nobody around.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a three during the first.
No good from Simmons.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Lamb. Here's Howard. Another shot, and the layup is good. Howard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Payton kicks to Simmons. The shot's good. And the Magic lead by 13. Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Carter Williams kicks to Batum. And Howard has it in the corner. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it looked as if he would never find his game after that awful first-half start, but he's really hitting his stride in the second.
Payton passes to Vucevic. Ross on the wing, defended by Batum. Gordon dishes to Ross. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Hornets trail by 11. Batum for 3. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Orlando, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Payton kicks to Ross. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Simmons. The shot from the low post is good. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Carter Williams kicks to Batum. Puts up a 3. Now the pass to Carter Williams, screened by Howard. The second chance effort.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Magic leading by 9. Here's Simmons. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
The Hornets shooting 40% in the fourth. Carter Williams, the pass to Howard. Batum, a screen on Gordon. And it's Carter Williams, that time on the assist by Howard. Howard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The long legs of Carter Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
Vucevic setting the pick for Gordon. Here's Payton. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Screen by Howard. There's a screen. Carter Williams dishes to Lamb. Here's Kaminsky. Charlotte gets it back. The shot, no good. Orlando leading. Here's Payton. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Whoop shots.
The first free throw is good.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
And both free throws good for Peyton. Here's Carter Williams. Screen by Howard. Here's Lamb. Second chance shot. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Howard.
You got to appreciate the scoring ability of Howard. A hulk of a player who knows how to get into a comfort zone.
There's the pick. The feed to Ross. Simmons sets a screen for Ross. 6 on the shot clock. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Batum.
And the long legs of Batum, that's what allows him to leak out so quickly in transition. He runs the floor like a Jaguar.
Vucevic, a screen on Carter Williams. Peyton kicks to Vucevic. He dishes it to Ross. Unable to get that one. 3-D that time from Batum. Now Carter Williams. He kicks to Kaminsky. Charlotte getting another chance here. A nice shot by Howard.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Magic leading by 3. Peyton outside. He feeds it to Vucevic. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And so it's Charlotte with it. Carter Williams kicks to Howard. Peyton against Carter Williams. Down low, Lamb. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the key piece in one of the biggest NBA trades over the past few years. Lamb was sent by the Rockets to the Thunder in exchange for James Harden. That was a major trade.
Free throw drops for Lamb. And Lamb drops them both.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Peyton kicks to Simmons. Peyton against Carter Williams. And it's sent back by Howard.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
To take the lead, up top Carter Williams. Ross against Batum. Kaminsky with the ball. Back to Batum. Buries the long-range jumper. Batum's got the lead up to 2 now for Charlotte.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard. Yeah, the defender all over it.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Charlotte shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. And here is Carter Williams. Screen by Howard. Jacks up a three. And Nicholas Batum another three. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And these big shots are ones Batum hits all the time. He is so calm in these moments.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton outside. Dishes it to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Now here's Carter Williams. Screen by Howard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's a critical error. They can't afford right now. This game is too tight to make mistakes like that.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removed.
Carter Williams kicks to Kaminsky. 2 points. That one goes. Kaminsky's got 12 points in just the second half.
At such an important point in the game, Kaminsky with the killer instinct that he showed us all in college.
Here's Gordon. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
He's always been a confident scorer. Lamb relishes the big moment.
Feeds to Vucevic and stolen by Howard. Here's Lamb. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Gordon kicks to Simmons. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Rebounded by Howard. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and clearly an intentional foul. It looks like they'd rather take their chances with him at the line.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Now, the former Rookie of the Year continues to improve. Carter Williams, he's a triple-double threat thanks to his size and his passing skills.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payton with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Lamb passes to Carter Williams. To the paint. Here's Howard. Bank shot, no good. Here's Payton. Off the mark. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mike, it seemed like you were looking to push the pace at every opportunity. What was your mindset?
We're just trying to get out and run. You know, the less play calls, the better. So we're just trying to get out and run and find each other.
You did a great job in transition tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.